All right, folks. Again, if you are just joining us, my name is Andrew, and welcome to Rocket Future. SpaceX is currently stacking Ship 24 on top of Booster 7 ahead of the potential launch attempt on Monday. Again, one of the last steps required before our launch countdown here on Monday. So, thanks for joining and hanging out. If you have any questions, go ahead and just you can ask those in the chat. We can answer those for you. But you can see the chopsticks on the orbital launch tower here. Have a firm grasp on Ship 24. And they are slowly moving up the length of the tower. Once it reaches kind of the top of the height of the tower, it'll pivot over Booster 7, and we'll slowly see it lowered back down. A great view of the Raptor engines on the base of Ship 24 right now. I will zoom in for a moment and give you a good view of those. You can see those large Raptor vacuum engines, the three of them, and then the three center Raptor engines. That looks pretty dang good. Welcome, Cosmic. Cosmic says, hopefully for the last time. I agree. Hopefully this is the last time we'll see these ships stacking together. There was some kind of confusion this morning. There was folks working on the FTS systems on Booster 7 Ship 24 earlier. I think that concerned some folks because I think a lot of people thought that last night the FTS system install was completed. So there's kind of some speculation or rumors that maybe they were disabling the flight termination system. But I think the fact that we're seeing this stacking happen right now is a really, really great sign that that was probably nothing more than speculation and rumors. I have a feeling FTS is ready to go. And this will hopefully be the last stacking of these two vehicles. All right, I need water. It's on screen. That timing, dude. Holy crap. I'm very mad at OBS though, because there was that 3 or 4 minutes where it said I was live and I just wasn't. And I had to open a new stream. So the thumbnail right now is a generic thumbnail. Probably is going to hurt viewership. Yeah. Cosmic says, I'm super surprised that you guys get this close during a lift. This is the closest we've been allowed during a lift. Usually they push us a little bit further up the road. So yeah, I am just as surprised as you are. Especially with a vehicle that has a flight termination system installed. This is interesting. Alright, I think I got mostly coverage. Let's see if I can get that thumbnail updated. Why are you beeping? If you were a camera, why would you beep? Heat? Probably. SD card? Yeah, there's no SD card, but I didn't last night either. I'm not sure. But it's still going, so. Yeah. For now. Can't wait for my phone to shut off. Alright. My laptop too. Actually, you know what? I should probably run some AC. Yeah. Do you think I'll be alright? Yeah. I mean, it's not that one. Maybe, can we crack that window so we get some cross breeze going? Keys right there. Maybe both those windows. interesting stuff. This is pretty cool, right? Stop work on there.
It's a little unnerving.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I'll just watch. Camera, happy.
Absolutely. The chopsticks do make some crazy noises sometimes, by the way. I'm gonna try to get 2 camera angles, but we're struggling with 1 for now. Tweet. Cosmic says, are the people on the pad or around you? No, they wouldn't have anybody on the pad right now, but there are a lot of folks down here on Highway 4. Just kind of hanging out and watching this stuff happen, which is really cool. This is definitely the most people I've ever seen here. Gosh, there's got to be a couple hundred, do you think? A lot of people on the dunes, a lot of people on the side of the road. Very cool to see. Everybody's really getting excited for this week to come. So, yeah, a lot of people. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? The SpaceX drone is out and about. I'm going to try to get you a second camera angle here too, so give me a second, folks. Studio mode. Split. Oh. I think we're gonna be stuck with the 1 camera angle for today, but that's okay. We got a good shot of it. I'm gonna look that up later. Huh? Yeah. You guys on Twitter? YouTube. Yeah. We're on the Rocket Future. Check out. Cool. Thank you.
You gotta get an habit of saying, Rocket Future on YouTube.
Yeah. You're right. That is a pretty dang good shot if I do say so myself right there. We got some deep press vents going off on probably the ship or booster, can't really tell. Probably the ship. Oh no, booster deep press vent. You can see it on the left-hand side of the booster pretty clearly. You can see those vents. I think I recall this being normal procedure during this process. So hopefully nominal. Do you see the timing difference between when it stopped and when it could hear it? That was interesting. Deep press vent. So they keep pressuring it, but I don't know why they want it lower.
So it's probably
Yeah, it could just be normal ops. Yeah, that makes sense. Welcome, Space Junkie. Space Junkie says, hello, Starship fans. We're almost there, guys. Let's hope for a successful Monday launch attempt. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Thanks for stopping in, Space Junkie. Exclamation point Junkie in chat. Check out their channel. Maybe a smaller depress on Ship 24 right now. I'm hearing something. Oh yeah. Let's get this is another beautiful shot of those Raptors. Let's take a quick zoom in on those before we see this thing pivot out of the way. Look at those 3 beautiful Raptor vacuum engines on the outside ring and those 3 Raptor 2 engines on the inside ring. Beautiful pieces of machinery right there. And those are going to be the engines that help S24 get not to orbit, but hopefully close to orbit. Brandon says it's pretty wild to think that they're about to light this bad boy on Monday and it's not even together yet. I know, isn't that absolutely crazy? I was thinking the same thing last night. Welcome, Adrian. I didn't see you in there. Welcome, Adrian from Hungary. Welcome, Gabor, and welcome, Denny's. Denny says hello, thanks, stream. Hashtag Team Space, hashtag Space Junkie. Yeah, no, but I maybe get the offset it. That's more angle. Start up and trying to get the angle correctly. That's better right there. New subscribers watching from Saudi. Thanks for joining, Reynold and Sershal and Bulent. Welcome, Bulent. This is great because then we'll just be able to get out of here after. So, my second cam's hooked up, but I deleted the source, and I don't know what the IP of the camera is. I should be able to do like multicast or something?
I mean, you can set up something.
How would I do that?
I would just ping speed.
How do you do that?
You need that map or
Ping.
something. Even if it,
I wonder if it's in my.
you look at like network devices, like your Windows network devices,
Maybe.
or show ARP.
How do you do that?
Forget
Welcome, Andy. And Denny says, come on, 1 like equals 1 centimeter, go S24. Yeah, that's actually a great point. I will take a moment just to say thanks to everybody that's hanging out, watching this with us. Your support goes a long way, whether you're just hanging out here with us. But of course, any interaction with the channel helps as well. Any likes, if you subscribe to the channel, chat, all that stuff is really beneficial. And it'll help our channel grow, and we'll be able to bring you more and better content like this. We are a YouTube partner now, so we do have some benefits like ad revenue and stuff we can actually make some money on and put that right back into the channel. We also have memberships if you want to support the channel via membership. Huge shout out to all of our members. They're the ones that allow us to do what we do here today. It's great to see all the support, so thank you everybody. As you can see, Ship 24 is now being pivoted over Booster 7. A lift before liftoff. Very, very true, Balint. I feel like they usually give it a little more clearance than this. This is kind of close. Y'all def, I dropped the microphone on the sand. Good one. Oh, I have a webcam that I can use. Watch me take down the stream by plugging this webcam in. Oh, that's an HDMI port. Alright, we got this second camera going. This is a little bit of a handheld camera, so this is an experiment, but you all wanted to see, I think you can hear me. Y'all wanted to see people hanging out here, so we got a ton of people hanging on the side of Highway 4 to watch this hopefully final destack of Ship 24 and Booster 7. A lot of folks set up with cameras or just watching. A lot of tents and people camping out here. Yeah, people are enjoying their time out here, just checking out what's going on. Sorry that this is kind of a shaky camera, but it'll kind of give you a little context here about what's happening. So very cool stuff here, but I'll bring you back full screen on the lift. Welcome, Detroit Mission Control. Detroit is in the house. And T. Roland from Hungary. Welcome, T. Roland. Ship 24 is pretty much well on its way to being placed directly above Booster 7, and then we'll see it lowered down onto the booster. Camera hasn't beeped in a while. Bullets is nice, maybe the busiest I've ever seen the place. Oh yeah, same here. This is quite busy. I hope those people over there don't find my cam. All right, Ship 24 looks right above Booster 7 now. It looks like it's in alignment. Sometimes it'll take them a couple times to kind of drop this down and align it, so let's see how they do. Tunde, welcome. Also from Hungary. Last couple days of seeing these two, I think that could be true. Cosmic, let's hope that this thing gets off the ground Monday. Marty Oculus Katona. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Marty. So what we're seeing here is Booster 7 being integrated with Ship 24, which will make it the world's most powerful, largest rocket ever, and hopefully Monday that'll turn into the largest, most powerful operational rocket. This is the Starship vehicle. The booster on the bottom is the first stage, of course. Ship 24 up top is the second stage. First stage is 33 Raptor 2 engines. And Starship up top has 6 Raptor engines, 3 vacuum optimized Raptor engines and 3 regular Raptor 2 engines. It's quite the vehicle. This vehicle is designed to be fully reusable. This particular launch will not be, but this is a Pathfinder mission to eventually create a fully reusable Starship vehicle. If this thing does launch Monday, Booster 7 is expected to do a quote-unquote soft landing about 20 miles off into the Gulf. And if Ship 24 makes it to its final destination, it'll splash down and crash into the ocean off of the coast of Kauai, Hawaii. So really exciting stuff coming up here in the next few days. We're gonna have a pretty lengthy launch coverage on Monday, hopefully starting about 5 a.m. Central Time. And we're gonna be bringing you, of course, live views of the ship during launch, but we're also going to be interviewing folks around us and checking out what the crowd thinks of everything going on here. And again, we're going to just try to bring you the energy of being down here and seeing it in person, but to you. So if you want to be notified of that, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel, get notifications on, or otherwise you can just find that live stream already in the live tab of our channel. You go to live, you'll see it. You can click the stream and then you can click notify me. That way you'll be notified when we go live. About that I heard.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
that's what I thought, because they're going to try and, because eventually you want to bring it back there.
Right, yeah.
So they're going to try and land it, aren't they? They're going to try and, like, when you say it's soft,
Yeah, so
they're going to try and put it just above the water and let it,
yeah,
as if they was putting it on that.
exactly.
Okay. And only 20 miles?
What was that?
About 20 miles or something?
That's what I heard. I think it's about 20 miles.
Should be visible, couldn't it? With
If the
binoculars?
conditions are right, we could potentially see that burn, and we might be lucky to hear the actual sonic boom from it returning as well.
Yeah.
So I'd say 50-50.
You've been to Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
okay,
Falcon Heavy and
I
stuff.
live in Florida. So
Cool. Awesome.
yeah, I drove yesterday and today.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a long drive. You get any sleep?
Where do you go normally when you?
Here?
No, in Florida. Do you ever go to the viewing area in front of the what is it called, the Air Force Base, or do you go on Kennedy property?
I kind of go all over. It depends on the launch and stuff.
I
But
thought I'd seen your Jeep. That's all. When I saw this on the back,
I don't think I've actually brought the Jeep
No.
there yet.
No.
Yeah. I don't think, right?
maybe someone else. There's a lot of people with Jeeps
Yeah.
down in Florida.
Yeah.
Jeeps
Yep.
Well, it's good to meet you. I'm gonna check you out.
Cool. Sounds
You
good.
got a card or anything?
I don't. I should get some,
So
but
Rocket Future.
yep,
right?
Rocket
Cool.
Future.
I'll find you.
You'll find it. Thank you. Cosmic thinks that the launch will make it to stage separation. That is his bet. I think that's a pretty good bet. Let's hope we see this thing make it all the way to stage separation on Monday. I can't tell whether or not they've already started lowering the vehicle. I think they might have. They have. So we'll see that gap slowly get smaller. And one thing to keep a lookout for. So last time that they lifted ship onto the booster here, they lowered ship 24 down, and the whole stack kind of shifted, and it was kind of concerningly the amount it shifted. And they kind of destacked it again and readjusted. So I don't think it was a nominal drop in stacking. So let's keep an eye out for something like that. Let's see if we kind of see the ship stacks settle when S24 is lowered down. I'll zoom out for you so you can get the full picture, but then I'm going to zoom back in so we can keep an eye out for when that gap closes. Brandon asks, did I hear right that they aren't going to try to land the booster? So they're not going to try to catch the booster this tempt, and they're not going to try to land on a ship or anything. I think they're basically going to mimic what a landing would look like or a catch would look like, but it's going to be out on the Gulf. So they'll use the propulsion of the booster to slow it down to maybe 0, and then it'll maybe just drop in, and then they plan to sink it from what I hear. I heard that they're going to open up some valves, and if for some reason it doesn't sink, they'll go out there and manually force it to sink. That's not verified, but I think it's a pretty likely source. So Cosmic says they've had that wobble since the beginning. I mean, that one seemed pretty intense, but you could be right there, Cosmic. And they did lift it back up, so I mean, I think something was wrong there. I know it wobbles a little bit, but it was pretty severe. Max Q is a huge one. Yeah, if this vehicle makes it to Max Q, that'll be great. If it makes it past Max Q, that'll be very, very good. Frame drop. I'm usually in like the 20s. It's not. It's doable, but if it's 3 times as bad, I'll have to drop it down to like 2,000 bit rate. See if it's even worth it. T. Rolland says, "Dear everyone, if you like the broadcast, please give it a like. Important to Andrew. Thanks." I agree. That would be very important for me. So thank you so much. Again, it goes a long way to help us out here. Things like that, interacting with the channel, might help YouTube suggest this stream to more people. So some folks that may have a passion for spaceflight that haven't yet discovered it will maybe catch the stream and learn that they do have a passion for space and spaceflight and rockets and start learning a whole new world for them. So things like that's important. Brandon says, manually sink it. In Texas, that's known as shoot it. You might not be far off. I know. Are you excited to not be able to drink it?
I'll be able to drink it.
No, I mean right now.
Oh.
Where's my cell phone? The chopsticks were a lot quieter. They must have greased them up and stuff. Usually like wish I had my cam out for that one. Can I do that? That was not in focus. I was trying to show you a truck just pulled in with a few horses in it, which is fun. But that was very out of focus. Sandor is here. Welcome, Sandor. We live in exciting times. Absolutely. This is a super exciting time to be a spaceflight enthusiast. I'm a little biased, but I think it's an exciting time to be alive in general, so I agree. I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, I tried not to, but I just did it.
So far, it's a 27-second time lapse.
Yeah.
No, it's too late now. I was gonna say I had a really good luck with a lift time lapse where I was wide for it going up, and then I zoomed in for the pivot over. But I mean, you could still technically pivot in if you wanted, but I mean, zoom in for the D-stack. But it's all obviously that's entirely your call. Cosmic says horsepower, right? Let's do one of these real quick.
Because I was like standing thinking, and the amount of times, honestly, the amount of times I've been there and landing the booster and it's like 2 miles away, and people leave.
Detroit Mission Control says I have 3 major failure point concerns. 1, clearing the OLM. That's not a lot of clearance in the tower. 2, getting through max Q. Also concerned that the booster and ship aren't held together very well. What's your third? I agree with both of those. I feel pretty confident that it'll get off the tower and away, but we'll have to see. Three, MCO and separation. If it gets past all this, I'm happy with the test. Yeah, I would agree. If it gets that far, I'm very happy. I think Miko, right? Main engine cutoff. Thank you, SpaceX girls and the Sharp Baby, for retweeting our live stream. Very much appreciated.
We've actually got one of these at home, so 2 kilos duvet just at 4
Check this out. As anticipated. Miko. Yeah, I think it's usually MECO, right? If anybody is just tuning in, SpaceX is almost done stacking 24 on top of the booster. Looked like a pretty great stacking operation here so far. They were able to get it done pretty quickly. Now we just have to wait to see it actually mated. Ship 24 isn't lowered onto the booster yet. So this is great news. Detroit thinks there's a less than 10% chance of the ship making it to Hawaii. I would not disagree with that. I won't be surprised if it makes it, but I wouldn't. Yeah, 10% is not far off for where I'm standing. I feel like it just got more height. Welcome, Lou. Look at Lou. Everybody say hi to Lou. That's my new thing. When Lou shows up, all of the chat has to say hi to Lou. So everybody say hi, Lou. I'm not repeating Lou's second message. Miko. Yeah, no problem, Detroit. We know what you're talking about. That's what's important. Lou's always the first person to say hi, Lou. Oh, don't apologize, Andy. Shiroli says, Hara, Rocket Future, and Space Junkie. What does Hara mean? Hello? Just for any confusion, Lou is not my dad. That gap is closing pretty quickly here, so let's take a quick look and see if we can note that moment that ship 24 is no longer under the weight of the chopsticks. I said that backwards, but we should see that moment. Hara says, means let's go. Is that how you pronounce it? Did I pronounce it right? I like that. Harja. Lou says, Andrew, how is the top half attached to the bottom half? So it's kind of weird because like we haven't gotten a great view of exactly what the connection is, but it seems like there is these clamps. It doesn't work like a lot of rockets. Like there's no explosive separation. It seems like there's just these clamps that kind of clamp them together. And then sometime during flight when stage separation happens, I think it's mostly the gravity that does the work. I think those clamps come off, but there's nothing really tying the two vehicles together other than maybe those clamps. 3 points, says Cosmic. So 3 clamps, right? I'm kind of disappointed only Lou said hi to Lou. Oh, Lou, can I mod you? Is that a bad idea? Hook and loop in 3 spots around the booster and Starship, Cosmic says. Thank you for that additional context, Cosmic. So that's the answer to your question, Lou. There's 3 hook and loop connections. Oh, I see that we have a new member from yesterday that I must have missed. Holly, if you're here, Holly Bollinger. If you're here, Holly, thank you so much for becoming a member of our channel. That is so generous and nice of you. We appreciate you very, very much. So thank you, Holly. Shane says, who let Lou in here? That's a good question.
Could have been back wherever you stand to be in
Lou, your name isn't popping up on YouTube as I'm trying to mod you. Oh well. You'll be modless. So let's take a close look. I don't think the two vehicles are mated yet, but they're dang close. Mr. Fireworks, welcome. And Chocolate Cake, welcome.
Oh, no problem at all.
We were just here.
My
We got
pleasure.
the Coventry at Coventry. Was your Coventry?
No problem at all.
Oh no, you're good. It's high enough. You're good.
You just made it.
Yep, it was perfect timing. Perfect timing. I mean, I guess maybe it would have been perfect timing if we showed up like 5 minutes earlier, but
Do you get advance notice?
no.
So where were you? In the pub or you just come down for it?
We were so he's visiting from New York, but we were just at my apartment. Literally, I haven't even gotten ready for the day. I was editing videos in the morning, and I just saw that the sheriffs were getting ready, and it looked like imminent. So it was like 45 minutes to get here, so
Yeah.
the timing was great.
That was very good time. And you got a quick park.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, worked out very well. Where are y'all from?
Melbourne, Australia.
Cool. You traveling in general? You didn't come here just for this, did you?
Just for this.
That's awesome. Wow. That's crazy.
We only decided last Thursday.
That's awesome.
Once they issued the, airspace notice, we said
Whoa.
let's go.
That's sick. And where are you staying? SBI? Cool. That's a long ways from home.
Well, if you only live once,
Yeah.
it's, as you know, there's a lot of interest in this. This is the biggest in the world.
Yeah. Yep. Dang, so Australia ever launches a big rocket, I'll go out there and see.
Well,
That might never happen.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it would be a good place for like some sort of polar orbits or something.
So you're going to watch it from South Padre Island?
Yeah. I'll be down at his Blanca Park. Most likely.
What time do people get there?
I have no idea. We're stressing about that. I heard, I don't know how valid it is. It's probably accurate. I heard that the park is going to open at 4, like for
Right.
people to start paying. You have to bring cash.
Yeah.
So my question is like, are people going to show up at like 3 to make sure they're first in line at 4, or?
Well, you can just walk on the beach. We walked on the beach.
Yeah. This will be a little different because we're going to want to. This is a specific parking spot we want.
With every bit of kit.
We might. So I do have a pass that gets me in all night, but I don't know. We might try to get there at like 11 or 12 p.m. Or 11 or 12 a.m.
Should you go there and then go back to the hotel for a few hours?
Possibly, but I don't know about. I doubt anybody would bother the vehicle at that time. Especially where it's kind of like a day that people are going to be. I don't know.
We'll get there at 4 then.
But the good news is, there's plenty of parking all this. Well, I don't want to say plenty, but there's parking all in South Padre, and you can always walk on the beach. There's plenty of water, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that gap's definitely closed now.
It's pretty close now. I don't even know if I can see any gap. Yeah, it's hard to tell. There might be still a small gap. Detroit says I have versions of Ares 1X test flight with the second stage falls off. QD should hook up next. The QD is possibly already moving into play. No, probably not. It's just hard to see. It's kind of being blocked right now by the booster. What are the chances that the top half just blows over? Not very. Full stack has gone through some pretty heavy windstorms. I'm sure if there was winds forecast high enough, they would destack. But I don't think it's very likely. Now, that's a really valid question, though, because one of the concerns with launches is upper level winds and wind shear. So I think the second half being blown off of booster during flight is definitely a failure mode that is not unlikely. I think that could happen. Hopefully not. And he says, we're worried about so many things, but hopefully there won't be any major problems. Absolutely. Half the time with these things, we are, stressing about all these little things, and they never end up happening, which is great. Brandon wants Lou to do 10 push-ups for the use of caps. I agree. Starship weighs 2,600,000 pounds. When it's fueled, it isn't going anywhere. Truth. And welcome, Daneth Stripes. We just talked to some folks that flew out here from Melbourne, Australia, and they just flew out Thursday. So that is quite the dedication right there to see this thing go. I don't know, how many miles is it from here to Melbourne? Yeah, it's a lot. It's far. Anybody watching from Australia? I know Stephanie B is from Australia. Is Stephanie B in the chat? Daneth says, lighting the candle soon. We do hope so, Daneth. Ares 1X test flight was crazy, Detroit. I agree. It is a good video to watch. All right, folks. We'll hang out here until at least it's 3:37 Central. We'll wait till 3:45 at least, and then we might start breaking things down. So if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to let me know right now. We might be breaking down in about 10 minutes. Interesting.
It's the auto thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like
Can you auto it?
I don't think so. But I don't know how they do it without
Right.
crashing the data.
Yeah. Oh, this old version of the sheet. Are we? Oh yeah, we're facing the same way. And that guy.
Does make sense.
Oh, 32% frame drop. Lou says, I'll do 10 push-ups if Andrew does 10. I can't even do 10 push-ups, Lou. Not right now, at least. And not in this weather. But we'll make that happen on stream someday. Cosmic wants me to pan out a little bit. We can do that. It does look like we're probably lowered. So I don't want to pan out too much, just in case I do want to see it kind of twang a little bit if that weight hasn't been taken off the chopsticks yet. You know what? Let me give you a full view, and then I'll pan back in. Brandon says, by break it down, you mean do a SpaceX wrap? Not today. No, I think he's too far. It's probably nitrogen or oxygen. Distance is about 8,700 miles from Melbourne to here. That's insane. That's awesome. Yeah, I know. It is nuts. Oh. We're running. So our stream's about 52 minutes so far. So we'll close it out at an hour. So we'll wait here for about another 8 minutes. Lou says, such a massive rocket. It really is. Lou, you got to see this thing in real life. It's nuts. It is the most massive rocket, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything, I present to you Starship, fully stacked. Look at that thing. Let's take a look at this drone. Let's take a look at this SpaceX drone. Your script picked up the things again.
Oh, good. Must have fixed it. That's so weird.
I don't know. SpaceX has some like, I don't know if they got some like experimental drones. Like, how the heck does their battery last so long? I know they don't last that long. Cosmic remembers the first Starship presentation, and your thought was that it was so ugly. Yeah, Mark 1 was not a pretty vehicle. It is a lot better looking at this point. I just tried to drink my mic.
Your mic was on when you said that.
You think it would be by the quick disconnect? Yeah, I don't think they've quite moved that into place yet. Oh, that guy's getting close to that guy. There we go. I know. I'm gonna zoom back in because again, I don't. If that drone's there, I still don't think it's fully settled. So I want to see that moment that it gets fully settled here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's hot out here. How's it looking?
80% of it's gonna be.
It might be worth stopping it now and then starting a new one.
I know.
That way it doesn't compress
Yeah.
this because
That's
yeah,
what I was thinking too.
you should stop it and just start it again.
But on the flip side, I don't know because now it's a different compression, so it's gonna be a different rate.
That's fine, and you can adjust that after.
Well, no, it's already massive.
Cosmic says the engine chill lines are lined up, which is just out of view from this angle. You can kind of almost see them actually. Actually, you can kind of see them on the right hand side. Detroit says Mark 1 was more of a concept vehicle. It was never going to fly. I do agree. Some folks from SpaceX did say otherwise, but yeah, I agree with you. Oh man, this is not going to be good. Hopes for traffic at Isla Blanca. The amount of people that come out here is nothing. It's going to be nuts.
That's gonna be a disaster.
Yep. I know. That was awesome. That was awesome. Did you get any good shots?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was over in the meeting. We've been doing video, features, business things. They're doing the same job on that. And I positioned myself as close to the SpaceX property line as possible.
Cool.
So I can look up and see the Raptors.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So y'all probably shot some great tape.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to see the footage.
Cool stuff.
Is Jessica here?
Not that I've seen.
Mary?
Huh?
Is Mary?
Maybe Mary might be up that side.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. I saw a vehicle that looks like hers, so
Okay.
yeah.
You're gonna get a picture with your vehicle?
Yeah. Detroit wishes he was down. They were down here. Detroit, I wish you were down here as well. More folks, the merrier down here. But someday you should try to come see a launch. DMCA. I'm also worried about that during the stream. Yeah. My entire stream gets DMCA because somebody decides to play David Bowie and Countdown. This is the downside of doing it there, but there's more upsides than downsides. Yeah. So curious how many people will tune in. I don't know if it'll be low or high.
I'd like to think it would probably bounce around quite a bit.
What would?
Your screen.
Yeah.
Just with, you know, people shuffling back and forth, searching for.
Yeah. All right, we've hit the hour mark. All right, folks. We are going to be wrapping up in about 5 minutes or less. Again, we are wrapping up here and closing out stream in 5 minutes or less. Now's the time to ask any questions you have. I'll start saying my thank yous. For anybody just joining in, my name is Andrew. This is Rocket Future. We just saw Starship S24 get stacked onto Booster 7, making the full Starship vehicle, hopefully for the last time, ahead of a potential launch attempt here on Monday. Launch window opens at 7 a.m. Central Time and goes to, I think it was 9:30 a.m. Central Time. We're going to be going live right around 5 a.m. Central Time. Again, that live stream is already on the channel. Go to the channel, click the live tab, and click notify me to be notified of the stream. Alternatively, if you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, you will also be notified that we are live. So we have some fun stuff planned for the stream. I've said this the last few streams, and I really mean it. I hope y'all pop in and out of a lot of people's different streams on launch day. Again, everybody is going to have a different angle, and everybody is going to have different insight and something different to say during such a momentous moment, if that's a word. So thank you everybody for hanging out here today. I'm going to start wrapping up, so you're going to lose audio for a bit, and then eventually I'll close out the stream. Let's see what we got here. Detroit says, where are you going to film on Monday, Andrew? I'm going to be near South Padre Island. Cosmic says, I thought I heard they were installing cameras on the outside of the booster. Could be very true. I know they already have cameras, or they have a spot for cameras. So good point. Sandor says, thanks for the stream, Andrew. Had a busy day. Got to go to bed. No problem, Sandor. Sleep well. Teo Fledermaus says, thanks, Andrew. Really cool footage. No problem, Teo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that okay. What? He is verified. Why? Do you know him?
He's a big channel.
Really?
Yeah, that's cool.
My
That's awesome.
my friend recognizes you. So
cool.
thank you for stopping into the channel, Teo. Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Let us know, Teo. Thank you so much. Detroit Mission Control says, stay frosty, fellow space geeks. Cosmic says, thanks for the stream. Good luck with your channel. K Blaza says, hi. Andy M says, thank you for the stream. Toon Day says, those are great recordings. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, just a huge shout out to y'all for hanging out with us and watching these things with us. We're really happy and really excited that we can share these moments with you. So that's all I have. Again, I'll leave live views up for just a couple minutes while we start breaking things down, and then we'll close up shop. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. My name is Andrew, and peace out.